Quick disclaimer, there might be a little bit of construction work going on in the background in this whole video. Hello and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Marta, I come from Norway and I love makeup, and today I'm finally filming with the Essence collection by Glam Shop. They sent me their whole Essence collection plus a few other products. So basically in this video I will be showing them all, swatching them all, and then I will do a quick tutorial of this look that I'm wearing right here, and I'm also wearing their lashes, lipstick, and yeah, mostly Glam Shop products. So if you're interested in seeing that, then please keep on watching. So first of all, I want to thank Glam Shop so much for sending me all of this in PR. I'm so grateful for that. And there are a lot of different things in this collection. So they have an eyeshadow palette with mattes and shimmers, a set of 8 brushes, a color changing makeup sponge, 3 pencil shadows, 2 liquid face and body highlighters, 2 shade pressed highlighter, 3 glitter creams, a lip gloss, and a cosmetic box. And to say a little bit about the color theme for this whole collection, they say fall in love with dusty roses, creamy mattes, and rose gold shimmers, and that is very true for this whole collection. So let's just get started, and I will show you all of the different products and swatches, and then lastly this look. So first we have the brush set here, which is 8 different brushes. As you can see, they all have a very light baby pink, almost lilac-y handle with rose gold details on the brush. So here are the 4 face brushes. The first one is described as an ideal powder and bronzer brush. Then I'm just guessing that that's this one because there's no names. Then this one is described as a super thick and fluffy rounded brush for liquid and mineral foundation application, wet contouring and bronzing. And then we have this one, which is described as a brush with an elongated slanted head that is perfect for blush and highlighter application. And then this one is not described, I think, if I've gotten these others correct, but this is like a basic contour and bronzer brush in my opinion. Then we have these 4 eyeshadow brushes, and the first one right here is described as a large soft and fluffy brush for blending. Then we have a Klasyk flat brush for eyeshadow application. Then this one is described as a medium round brush for eyeshadow application and blending. And then this last one, which will be my favorite, a small round brush for precise eyeshadow application. So you can see that this is very, very detailed. Next up we have one of their color changing, oh wow, their color changing makeup sponges. Apparently I'm very warm because it's changing color in my hands. Wow, okay, that is kind of cool. I thought it was a little bit gimmicky, but now seeing it, just taking it out of the packaging and it's actually changing color, that's really cool. So yeah, it gets white when it's warm. Anyway, I really love their sponges. I have a ton of them, and before I started using their foundation brushes, I only used their sponges because they're really good. So yeah, here's another one that is kind of cool in my opinion. And I don't think these are in the collection, but they did send me 2 of their mixers. So they have this one, which is white, which is perfect for me. I've been actually wanting to buy one, and I had both of these in my wish list. And then this one I'm so excited for as well, because it makes all of their foundations more wearable for people of a little bit of a deeper skin tone. I did ask if they were coming out with something a little bit deeper than this, and they said that right now their market doesn't call for that, so sadly they're not going to come out with anything deeper than this right now. But yeah, I'm really excited. I will be using this for bronzer, I think, like cream bronzer. Then they also came out with these 2, which I think are just considered like stick highlighters or something. They just have a little bit of a like glitter specks in them. And this one, which is the deepest one, it does not look this deep on the skin, but it is suitable for deeper skin tones. And this one smells like chocolate, like it smells like it's actual cocoa powder in this, which I'm okay, so it says Theobroma cacao seed butter, so that's the main ingredient, and this smells so good. And I even applied it one day and it smelled so delicious, so I definitely recommend this one. This one smells like vanilla and it's also really good, but this one is definitely the best one. But yeah, they both smell amazing. They also have 2 liquid highlighters, and I'm just going to show you underneath here which one is called what, because I don't think Yeah, this is Golden Pearl and this is Pink Pearl. So here I have the golden one. It is kind of like this this pump, like the foundation. That is very, very beautiful actually. And then we have the Pink Pearl shade. They feel so smooth and like very soft. I'm just turning down the light so you maybe can see them a bit. They're very like subtle and beautiful, which I actually really have been feeling lately. And they smell like perfumey, but kind of like in a clean way. I don't know how to even explain it, but they smell really nice actually. And the shifts are more visible in real life. And here we have their pressed highlighter. It's like a highlighting duo, and I think these are going to be a little bit too deep for me, but I'm just going to swatch them so we will see. So I'm just going to swatch them like here because this is where I'm the palest. Oh, that doesn't really look too bad. That is the lightest one. No, it wasn't the lightest one. That was the deepest one. Yeah, you can see a little bit of a cast right there, but I could use it as a blush topper. It looks really pretty, especially the first one that I swatched. Oh, I just have to show you this again. This was the one I swatched first, the deepest one, and it's such a duochrome shade. It's so beautiful. And by the way, I just found out that these are illuminating base creams. So these are supposed to be used like before foundation, just to get some glow. Whereas these are the actual highlighters, like the body liquid highlighters. So here is the shade Rose Gold. Oh, and I remember I swatched these when I got them, and they are extremely pigmented and just, yeah, you really don't need a lot. And they smell the, yeah, they smell the exact same as the illuminating ones, just that these are like way more pigmented, just so you're aware of that. So I'm going to take it further down so you can actually see it when I swatch them out. This one is the one that's called, I think it's Champagne. So Rose Gold right here. As you can see, I could like drag this out a lot. These are kind of all made for a little bit deeper skin tones than me. But they're really pretty. I think I could get away with the Champagne one because you can't see too much there. And they're really shiny and pretty, as you can see. Very reflective. And then they also came out with 3 different shadow pencils, and these are so beautiful. Like they have one matte right here. Okay, I'll just swatch them right here, and it glides on so nicely. And this one I tried swatching earlier, and it did not go away when I tried to like rub it off in the under running water. So it's very like water resistant. And this one, like the shimmers went away a little bit easier, but they're still like, you have to kind of actually rub on it to get them to go away. And this one is the deepest one. I will say the names shortly. I just need to swatch them out. So that is a little bit of a deeper kind of shimmer. By the way, this is how they're the pencil shadows are looking after I rubbed underneath the running water with soap and then rubbed with a towel. So yeah, they really they really stick. They also just came out with 3 glitter creams, and this one is the one called Disco. It's really beautiful. It's like pink and blue. Like, yeah, it's literally all the colors in this one. This one is called Euphoria, and it's more of that like pink to blue to green shade. It's also really, really pretty. I think they do have these colors also in pressed shadow formula, just like without the plastic glitters, because these you have to be a little bit more careful with. And then the last one is my favorite one. It's this one. It has more of an orange base. It's still quite transparent, but it also has like green and warm, almost red flashes throughout it. And this one is called Rebel, and it's just so beautiful. I did swatch them all here in the same order that I showed them to you. So the first one right here is Disco. Then we have Euphoria right there. I should have swatched them somewhere else. Then it's Rebel here on the side. You can definitely see a little bit of that pinkish red shift. I don't know, they're really sparkly in real life, so definitely beautiful. Before getting into the eyeshadow palette, this is a new lip gloss from them, and it's called like a spicy lip gloss, and wow, it really is. It really makes your lips prickle, and I do actually see a difference when I add this one. Just before I get into the eyeshadow palette, I also wanted to show you this new makeup bag. Like, if you didn't know, Glam Shop has come out with several new makeup bags, and they're all so pretty. This one is holographic and like pink, so it's really beautiful, and it's so spacey. And then it also has like this tiny room down here, so I'm guessing you could like put palettes in here or other flat things, which is just perfect that you can like separate them. So yeah, that's the makeup bag. It's really big and really beautiful. Now to the palette, it's also kind of holographic, and then you have this sleeve which is more basic and white, and I will just zoom you guys in a little bit more. Wow, I really like this packaging. And then on the inside, of course, you get one of those plastic sheets, and then you have, it's kind of like a mauve color story, but as you can see, the shimmers are, as usual, quite spectacular, especially like the 3 ones over here. So yeah, this is a quite neutral palette, but you can definitely go way more mauvey and slightly purple with this shade. And I do like the depth of it, because you have like these kind of deeper shades, and then you have this one bone color shade, which you obviously don't need in every single palette. I just have one of their shades in my go-to face palette, and I will just use that if my palettes don't have it. But especially for my skin tone, this works very nicely to blend out underneath the brow bone. So here is the whole color story swatched out, and as you can see, some of these shimmers, or all of them except from like 1 or maybe 2, are just so spectacular. So I'm just going to zoom you in a little bit. So here you can see the first shade, it's the bone matte shade, you can't really see, but the second shimmer has so many gorgeous specks of glitter. And by glitter I don't mean plastic glitters, these are mica. So that is such a beautiful shade. I love the next matte that is kind of like berry toned right here. And this shimmer is not like super special, but you can see kind of like a golden shift to it. And yeah, this is really deep, especially on me. And then we have these 2 shimmers that are just also so beautiful, really shiny. And the last one isn't that exciting to me, it's just a satin shade. And of course the mattes are very pretty. So that is the whole color story swatched out. So let's just get into a quick tutorial. So I don't have too much time to do my makeup, so I'm going to try to do something simple. So I'm going in with this purple shade, and I'm using the smallest brush in the brush set. And I'll of course just place that in the outer corner. I don't want something too deep or dramatic. And I think I'll try to keep like, you know, a two-tone look where the outer parts are a little bit deeper and you don't really have much on the inner parts, because I just think that looks really pretty. And this blends out beautifully, by the way. It's a little bit more muted than I expected, but it does definitely build up like upon second application to the intensity that it is in the pan. But you can also see it in the pan that it is slightly more muted. So I'm just, as you can see, trying to blend it very carefully here in the middle of the eye, and it is as I said, blending so nicely. Now I'm just taking that bigger blending brush, not the biggest one, but, or is it the biggest one? No, it's not the biggest one. And I'm just adding the shade Alabaster, which is basically, is it my skin tone? I think so. And I'm just adding that to the very, very inner corner, and I'm kind of adding it up towards the brow bone as well. And I will be blending out here as well. And this one is flying a bit around, but I really did pick up a lot on the brush. So if you don't want that, if you have already done your skin makeup, it's a good idea to be a little bit more careful when picking up these shades. I just added the Glam Glue, and now I'm going in with the shade Essentia with that flat brush from the set. And I'm just going to put this all over the lid really, because I already put my Glam Glue all over the lid. Wow, I think you can hear all the construction work, and I'm so sorry, but they've been doing this for weeks now. Something just like this. I'm also taking that Mauve shade underneath my lower lash line, and then I'm going to use that same shade for the inner corner as well, but I won't apply that until after I have added all my face makeup. So the next thing you'll see is probably the close-up of this look, which is really, really simple, but very like beautiful, and I can't wait to get lashes on. And that was the close-up of this look, and it is so simple. Like, this is a 2 shadow look, so it's really, really easy to make a gorgeous glam look with this palette, which I really loved playing with, and it's perfect for when I start working as a teacher and I want something a little bit more subtle but still kind of nice. And I ended up using the new lashes that they got, because I also got sent a bunch of their new lashes, and this is the style Gaja, and I feel like they're really beautiful. They're not like they are dramatic, but they're not like too intense. And I also used their lipstick in Business. This one I bought myself. I used it in combination with my Colourpop lippy pencil in the shade Beeper, and then I used for my cheek, I used their contour powder, I used my Soul Body bronzer, and then I did end up using one of the pressed highlighters, like from the duo. I used the lightest one, and I used that kind of like as a blush topper, and then I used their pastel single shadow in Cool Summer as my highlight. It's like an orange with a green shift, but it's very transparent, so it just shows a little bit green on like on my skin. For the brushes, I really enjoyed them. They were super easy to work with. I think that these might be synthetic, but I'm not quite sure. I didn't find any information about that on their website, but they do feel a little bit different maybe than the, like they're a little bit like smooth, not smoother, but you know the feel of synthetic, right? I'm not sure if I know, which is why I'm not sure, but yeah, they were really nice, and I did use both this one for foundation, which worked perfectly, and I used this one for my blush, and I used the Super Dewy blush in Flushing For You by Makeup Revolution. And yeah, I used all the brushes for the eyes. I used this one for my under eye, and they were all just great. They were really good brushes. But that's it for this video. I hope that you enjoyed seeing all of the products from the Essence collection. And again, thank you so much to Glam Shop for gifting me all of these beautiful products. And I'm excited to be using them more, and especially like trying out like the glitter creams and all of these amazing other like highlighting products basically. But thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I will see you in my next video. Bye!